What is going on, everybody? Thank you for clicking on and coming back for season 2 of SSJ Cast. This is Editor Strix coming in here to just clarify some information before the video gets too deep. I have some mic problems throughout this episode. It looks like my mic is dying, and I've been trying to find a replacement. This clearly doesn't work. My audio is kind of spotty. Pretty much sometimes I'm completely silent throughout the entirety of the podcast. To kind of make up for this, I tried to do some things to compensate. Ultimately, it ended up blowing out or hurting the audio overall. So, unfortunately for this episode, my mic is going to be very rough. I do apologize. But with that being said, there's a couple of things I say that I do want to get out there just so you know what's going on. The podcast will be getting up on other platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, podcast platforms as soon as possible. I'm going to definitely work. I want to have the best audio possible. I don't want to just put anything out there, but it will be on YouTube every single week, Friday or Saturday. You can follow my Twitter or the SSJcast Twitter, which will be down below in the description to know exactly when that is. And then last but not least, the live version of the podcast is filmed at 8 p.m. on Thursdays over on my Twitch channel. Please come through and check that out. Let me know if you all would like a video or some way of notifying you here on YouTube if you do want to watch the podcast. And I want to thank you again for coming to check out the video. And I hope you're having a great time. Stay safe during quarantine, and talk to you soon. Enjoy the show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to SSJ Cast. It has been a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start it. We are officially in the, I refuse to say the name of that arc because God is it awful. God is horrible. We are definitely in the what was the other one? Where all the Zompok toes came to life.
Oh,
the one that nobody remembers at all because the bound arc was that.
No idea what you're talking about. No idea.
What do you mean? You know what arc that is?
Actually, are we going to go with? Want to be the bound arc, or are we like the main arc that's somehow just as bad as filler? Are we the Fullbringer?
Frieza 5 minutes.
Frieza 5 minutes.
Frieza 5 minutes is 1 month.
Okay, so welcome every fucking person back to the SSJ Cast. We're gone for a little bit. We're back now, soon to be on your favorite podcasting app. We'll mention more about that next. I don't know, the person on top of the pyramid. I guess I'm the person at the top of the pyramid scheme. My name is Strix.
You're the head honcho.
Must be nice.
My name is Strix. I'm just the old man that's mad at the whole fucking world. And you'll see me in fucking, I don't know, a year pop off. Shout out to Bleach coming back. To my bottom right.
Weekly episodes.
It's probably the person that's like, who would you? You probably would be the like Kenpachi, like the dude that makes everything work. At the end of the day, we got to rely on to do most of the like necessary shit. Mr. Poopo, let the people know.
Kenpachi. Yes. Kenpachi. Man, the only name I go by snapback and pencil without the snapback today because I forget where it was.
Where's the pencil at?
Yeah, it was right here.
It was an Apple pencil, which makes it even worse. It's even worse. My man hit the Apple pencil.
Okay. Hold on.
That's an expensive ass pencil.
Yo, Shaz, you gotta understand.
Where's the number 2 at?
Shaz, his name is Snapback and Pencil.
You too good for number 2?
Shaz, his name is Snapback and Pencil. That's why he's Kenpachi. He can't hear fuck because it's not a fucking pencil.
Oh, he can't unleash his.
Yeah.
I gotta go around the spoiler.
And on the bottom left side, you just heard me refer to him as Shaz, but in reality, he is the Ichigo. So he makes the entire thing go forward.
Ichigo.
He is everything we need him to be and nothing at the same time.
Wait, I don't want my character development to be that shallow.
You end up winning at the end of the day.
No, you see. Here's the thing, Shaz. You're not getting character development. You already got it all in the first season.
No, like
that's facts.
Welcome to SSJ Cast, where we talk about anime games and just general nerdy shit once a week here on twitch.tv/YourRoofStrix, and soon to be on other platforms. All right, cool. That's the spiel. I don't know what else to say because we haven't done a show in a little bit.
Facts. Also, Nas said I'm Minoru. I don't know who that is.
Who is Minoru? Is that like one of the demons or something? Or
we gotta do that one. Let's see.
Who's Minoru?
Who?
Manetta? You gonna disrespect me and call me Mineta? That's crazy.
Yo.
All right, we might need to get in terms of topics this week.
That's wild. I've never been so disrespected in my life.
In terms of topics this week, we have it's mostly going to be gaming related. We're going to cover maybe a little bit of fighting games because that's, funnily enough, probably what we talk about the most.
It's still gaming related.
But we have it separated. Maybe a little bit of anime. So let's start off there. What I want to do is, since we are currently under quarantine, COVID-19, I want everybody, if one of you piece of content or something, recommend if we're looking for content.
Oh. All right. I don't know what that sound was. All right. So anyone out here who's an anime fan, I know it's probably like not even half of you, but for anyone who's interested, new application out there called Retro Crush. It's a legal, free to use application with no subscription service that allows you to watch a bunch of classic anime from 90s, 80s, 70s, what be it. Titles like Devil Lady. What else? I saw Demon Hunter.
Is there anything in this
Shinjuku.
preview that would get me banned? Let me ask.
There shouldn't be, no.
Shouldn't be,
Okay.
but it is like 70s.
That's what I was going to say. They'll give us.
It's 70s and 80s anime, so just there might be gore.
The Street Fighter 2 movie is in there, for anyone who's interested in watching that.
Bubblegum Crisis.
Bubblegum Crisis is on there. Yeah, you're right.
That's a classic.
Yeah, there's a bunch of classic ass anime for anyone who's interested in that kind of shit. So anyone who wants to watch that, be sure to check that out. Retro Crush. It's on Apple Store, Android,
Google Play, Roku,
Google Play,
and Fire TV.
Pretty much everything.
Yep.
You would have.
And follow them on Twitter if you want to look at any updates, because they did say they will be doing like the desktop streaming soon, the web browser streaming. So if you guys want to watch that too, yeah. They also got a YouTube channel. Like it used to literally just be a YouTube channel that just posted clips of old anime.
Oh, they're called the Crunchyroll. Got it, the Crunchyroll.
What do you mean?
No,
they were full legal. This is a fully legal website because because the company is owned by Asian live action.
Okay. Does it become legal when you make it big enough that you can become legal?
Exactly.
And you change your history to say you've always been legal?
No, these people have actually.
Hey, Crunchyroll, sponsor us. Anyway.
Exclamation point Crunchyroll in the chat for 14-day free trial. All right. On my end, I would recommend podcasts out there currently. Please check out. My brain just. Please check out Spotify, and there's a few podcasts that I would definitely recommend off the top of my head. Waveform, which drops every other week. That's a tech podcast. In terms of gaming, Lord, I forgot on my podcast. Shaz, go ahead.
All right.
Stop work.
All right.
For everything.
I recommend the Switch version of a game I'm about to recommend. It's on PC, but apparently you need like a beast of a PC to run it. But I really recommend Mega Man Zero Collection for Switch. Those games are heat.
Why do you need a beast of a PC to run it?
Because they're optimization for the PC stress.
Really?
I don't know why, but even for the Mega Man X Collection, it was also not great optimized. Anyway,
really,
just buy the Switch version. Those games are hella underrated. They do take place after Mega Man X, so if you're a fan of Mega Man X but want to play a Zero, those games are great.
The Zero games are actually really fun.
Those are my games of choice. I know most people say their favorites are like X, but mine are Zero and Battle Network. So it's only $30.
It's always Battle Network.
It's only $30 for 6 games. So that's pretty good.
I'll mention a game to you about Battle Network.
Oh yeah, sure.
But yeah, podcasts on Spotify. Listen to some podcasts.
Yeah.
If you're looking for fighting game stuff, Afternoon Tea, Manga Pod is also on there. Some comedy, which Illuminati podcast, and those would be the 4 I recommend. But go through Spotify podcasts are probably the best place to listen to podcasts right now because we don't have Apple just yet. about it.
Yeah, Strick's looking like hot as a motherfucker right now. Like real shit. I just wanted to say that real quick.
Okay, I'm being objectified. Next thing up is moving into gaming. Let's talk about some gaming stuff specifically because we've had a decent amount of gaming news recently. I want to just go ahead and cover the big thing that came out today.
Go for it. Yeah.
That is kind of on everybody's news, and I'm going to talk about the piece that people care about. Last of Us 2 has been delayed indefinitely, i.e., there is no known release date. I've seen a lot of comments. First of all, don't read the comments on Twitter.
Don't
Absolute
do that.
trash. But a lot of people are thinking that it has to do with the production of the game when it has nothing to do with the production of the game, actually. It is purely logistics of being able to get that game out to people. They don't have a way of guaranteeing essentially that you would get your games on time, and so they're just going to wait until basically they can.
It's a waste of money for pretty much every person involved, including the consumer, because you'd have to leave your home, which you're not supposed to, and then developers have to get out their homes, which they're not
What
supposed
they're
to.
not supposed to.
And then everybody else, like the workers that have to make the discs and the case
It's not gonna be in GameStop.
and
And
ship it. Yeah.
I would like
So-
to say there's also an example of what could happen right now going on. People already have copies of Final Fantasy VII Remastered. Please
Correct.
be careful. There are definitely spoilers out there. But the issue is, unfortunately,
Yeah.
you are not allowed to show that game anywhere yet. And they will copyright DMCA the hell out of you.
Which they should, by the way.
Yep.
Which they should, because you shouldn't have
Basically,
it yet.
until no. They're because of Corona, they put it out early because they want people to be able to get their copies.
No, I
in
understand
time.
that.
The issue
Right.
is just you're not allowed to do anything publicly with it. You're allowed to just be like, yeah, I got the game. Okay, cool. Bye. Until the 10th.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So would you rather just like, I mean, I know for non-content creators, they don't care. They'd be like, yeah, just give me the game. Let's not force people to possibly put themselves in more harm's way. Let's just be a little bit patient.
I know it's not an option everywhere, but these are the times I'm thankful we live in a time where we have the digital option. I know most people, there's a decent amount of people who prefer physical stuff for certain games. Mostly, like 90% of the time, no, I get that. 90% of the time I'm digital, but for certain games I do want physical, like Persona. If I'd want it, I want it physical. I'm getting that Gundam game, I want it physical. But it's a nice option to have, like, if you legitimately can't leave and you shouldn't, that you can just download a game, assuming you have decent internet. So, because I don't want people putting themselves in more danger, even though I know it's a very big game that people have been waiting a long time for, But,
So how do you, I guess I can, that opens up. I know, Alejandro, you're very much a big physical person. How do you feel about the fact that, like, would you be okay if they just did a digital-only release initially and then, like you can get a physical one later? Or is it better just to delay the whole product altogether? Again, I'm mostly digital, so I'm of course, like, it doesn't bother me either way, but I want to know, like, physically speaking, should they just go ahead on the normal release date, digitally owned?
Yeah, sure.
I'm genuinely surprised Persona 5 still came out physically. Just because it was really cutting it close. And again, same for like Resident Evil as well. And I'm like, really?
I mean, it's completely sold out right now, too.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's the reason. Well, because of reasons. But still, I just, in times like this, I feel like they would, at the very least, I'm sure people would want the disc too, but I wouldn't be surprised if publishers and developers were like, hey, if you bought the game digitally, you can fill out this survey thing for your house or whatever, and we'll send you the physical one after Corona quarantine is gone. Like, just the case at least. I don't know about the disc, but because it's like,
Yeah.
You can't. That's not fair to like.
You can't do
people,
the disc, but yeah, just like here's
at least the case, right? I would take that. I would take that.
I don't even know if they have to do all that. Just be like, yo, here's the artwork for the case. Like, just go get a case from somewhere and just print it out and stick it on the box.
I would not like that because I actually.
I get it.
physical
That's what I'm saying.
CDs.
That's why I said I get why people will want the disc still, but at least that way most people wouldn't have to buy the game twice.
Yeah, like
'Cause
because
what do you-
like,
like-
the companies ain't about to give. Game
Especially
twice.
with games like Final Fantasy and Persona, which are RPGs and are hella spoiler and story heavy. Like, are you gonna really wait 4 or 5 months to get a physical copy?
Yeah, no.
And try to avoid spoilers. That's that's all I'm saying.
I
Like,
was already upset at the fact that I was about to get this a day after the release because my Amazon tracking thing was like, oh hey, we might actually end up giving it to you on Wednesday, and I was like, fuck man.
Yeah,
I
because
ended up getting it like 12.
Well, it's funny. I imagine a bunch of mail workers got even more shipments because of quarantine, because everyone's trying to buy everything, panic buying, whether it be necessity, especially like if you're buying like those huge boxes of toilet papers. I imagine those must have filled up the cars hella heavy. But
we're slowly running out of toilet paper in this house right now.
Hey, if you need me, I gotta ship you toilet paper.
Look, just grab some coffee filters. You'll be all right.
I don't even think I can drive to Orlando. I think a cop's gonna pull me over. I don't think I'm allowed to do that anymore. So
don't live there anymore.
Let's not do that environment. Let's not test that. How about? I don't want to be like, so one of our members was in jail this week.
My dad legitimately had to print out something because he's an essential worker, and he had to get like a printing thing like, hey, he's allowed to work if a cop pulls him over.
I honestly thought that you were about to say that he printed a picture of a toilet paper on printed paper.
This is what I need, officer. got Hershey Kiss stains, please. That's wild.
And I will touch on this because it did come up in chat. GameStop is still open, so if you did pre-order the game, you can still get it.
Trash.
It took me reading into the law to realize why GameStop is open. So, from my understanding, because GameStop started selling cell phones, they can be considered essential as a store. Essentially, it's the fact that they sell cell phones that allows them to. The game's portion that has nothing to do with it. It's just because people need to be able to communicate in this day and age. But GameStop's like, hey, let me make that money.
Yeah, I can't even.
Everybody go buy from GameStop.
What? No.
That's where I buy my games from, honestly.
I can't even get this Persona 5 Royale Steelbook anymore. I can't even order it. It's
also, don't stream
yeah,
Persona
it's completely
5
yeah.
Persona 5 Royale is another thing. Don't stream Persona 5 Royale. Actually, stream it.
Or Royale. I keep saying Royale. It's Royal. It just sounds Royale sounds better, but
yeah. And don't worry about it. Whatever. I can't speak right now. Don't stream it if you are really scared. But last time, fucking Atlas didn't do it, so feel free to.
Yeah, they didn't do shit last time. I doubt they care now.
Honestly, probably not big enough for them to care about it.
There's a YouTuber I'm following who literally is currently making videos on that. Nothing's happened to his videos, so
it's one of those things where I think they're just asking, and then they realize like, yeah, we don't need to.
It kind of sucks because I really do want like the Steelbook, but like, I wonder how long they're gonna. I wonder how long they're gonna keep it because I want the theme and everything. Even I'm pretty sure I can just download off your account, but huh?
I already activated the theme, shit, bro. Like,
no, I want because you can still re-download it on different PlayStation if you have the account. Yeah. But but I'm just saying, like, because I do want the Steelbook itself. I don't know how long they're gonna keep at the production because I imagine they're like, why produce anything when people aren't like the legit game stores are stopping? Like they can't be up and about trying to sell games right now. So I don't know. That's interesting to me as well. Is that like those quote unquote launch or limited edition things? It's like
which are never limited.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not actually limited in quantity; it's just limited in the time frame. But I'm like, that's what I'm curious about: is are they going to keep selling it?
That'd be interesting. I think that
because I don't know.
Are you willing to pay $500 for it?
No.
Well, maybe you don't want it then.
No, I want it. I just don't need it.
See, and it's funny because this is my first time ever buying a Steelbook, and as a person who's never bought a Steelbook before, this is good because I never really cared about it. And then I saw my friend buy the Smash Ultimate Steelbook, and that shit was awful. Well, it was literally just a black case with the logo.
No, that one was lazy. But I have the original. Yeah. I think I have it here still too. The Persona Steelbook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this is the launch one. It looks really
sick.
That
looks nice.
Like it's all red and it's very nice, So
I don't like the front part of the steel. Well, technically the back. I don't like the part where it's just his head. I can get it, but it's
also inside it's got the characters as well. So it's
actually
Steelbooks are really nice.
They are. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting to me that Persona, at least for 5, both launch versions are Steelbooks. Like that's the regular version. Like you don't have to pay extra for the Steelbook at all.
So like this part is like it's whatever. It's fine. This part is the best part.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like all really clean art and shit. You
I
get
just
a-
like this because it's the whole thing. It's just all the characters walk. Persona's got a lot of stuff. If you guys didn't know, Persona's
Yeah.
got a lot of finesse to it. I mean, I really do want to get Persona. I think I have money.
Japan just use Persona and JoJo's the bankrupt.
I mean, there's the same thing. So
I mean, it is the same thing.
I don't see the problem.
JoJo is just Fist of the North Star with stands.
listen, every anime ever is just Dragon Ball. It's just Fist of the North Star. It's just JoJo.
Just like every first-person shooter.
every anime.
Half-Life. That's actually less out there.
No,
than you
that's
think. That's less
I
out
would
there.
say every first-person shooter is
It's
Doom.
Doom.
The modern one.
That's the actual. Yeah, I agree. You know what? Modern one is
Doom, yes, of course, because
Half-Life. Yes,
modern, like
I agree.
we're getting into the weeds here. Please,
Are we, though?
games are going to be delayed. This is going to be a very weird year, probably couple of years for games. Things are going to be delayed, and just people need to be safe. Please, please don't be out there mad, angry, yelling
Stay
at somebody
inside.
on Twitter. Because I
Stay
will
inside,
find you.
play Persona.
I will find you. Box. But if you need more games to play, there are a couple of them you can look at. Namely, a recent remaster that just came out and a new remaster that was announced.
one of them was leaked. Shoutouts.
The one that was announced that will be coming soon enough is the Nier Replicant
Thank
remaster.
God, because that story is
Finally.
amazing, but that game actually ran at 15 frames per second.
Okay, so here's the thing, Shaz. The game will come out with upgraded graphics, but it's still going to be running at 15 frames. a second.
Please, please. If you guys don't know, Jack and Guard 1 through 3 all ran probably in the single digits when actually fighting, and then Nier Replicant probably had the highest frame rate until Nier Automata,
Yeah,
and that game still ran like trash.
I just remember the boss battles in Dragon Guard 3 and like
It's gross. It's bad. It's really. It's probably in the single digits
I don't see
almost.
the problem. Real gamers.
It's
can
really bad. I'm happy though. I'm really happy for Yoko Taro. He had to put out 4 games, which again, stories are great, but the actual frame rate and performance of those games are awful. But
the
sometimes you gotta put out-
gameplay itself for Dragon Guard.
again, Yoko Taro is an inspiration for me because it doesn't matter how like trash the actual game is, you know. Like he made it. He finally realized, he's like, you know what? I can make a great story, but apparently I can't make great video games with the people I have. So Platinum, can you just make the game part? And it's like, all right, I'll do that. So no disrespect to Square.
But it's good. I think what really helped this is
Boy,
the
logic.
reception of Nier
Automata.
Automata.
Yeah.
Automata like was again one of those surprise hits that nobody really expected to be.
Again, it's the best of
As
both
big?
worlds. Yoko Taro is it's great story, great characters, and then Platinum is known for great games, but not for like amazing deep stories. So they're like, okay, we can kind of do both. So I'm really happy that people now know about Drakengard and Nier now. So like, God, those games are good. I can't recommend playing them.
Yeah, it's one of
They
those
just-
like watch a
they're
YouTube
rough.
video about it.
They're rough.
It's-
Shout out! Oh, watch Mr. Klemps.
Yep.
Great
Big person to watch. If you're kind of confused on the lore of Nier and you want to learn
Or
more,
Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy.
Kingdom Hearts,
Oh, he
Final
just, he
Fantasy.
just likes being a shit.
Oh,
Right.
he does.
Yeah.
He's a goblin too. His videos
Yeah.
are all him being goblins.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Being-
50-minute Kingdom Hearts videos
It's rough.
explaining and analyzing every single
It's,
game.
yeah,
Like,
it's great.
Oh, he sounds like a very great guy. On a side note, there's a smartphone game coming in the Nier universe, Nier Reincarnation. That was also announced. I didn't see as much hype about this. It's
This
of
is a
course like
smartphone
a
game.
remaster.
Probably in
Look,
Japan.
That's the thing. It's a Japanese,
Probably in Japan.
like big
'cause
release.
Nier already has a phone game. It's or a Nier related world. It's played it too. I forget what it's called. but it's produced by Yoko Taro, I believe, in that studio, and it's like supposedly in that world. But I mean, I think it's becoming more and more normal to have a free or like cheap $5 phone game that ties in with the story of the main game on console or whatever now. And I think people are more accepting. I think in Japan was way ahead of the curve. Shout outs to like Kingdom Hearts and other games that already did that a long time ago. But I think people are more willing now, mainly because I mean, I know people are like, oh, it's a phone game, but everybody has a phone. Not everybody has a console, and that might convince you to get a console to play Automata or whatever, So
Well, and here's the thing. Don't forget that Yoko Taro will literally make anything canon as long as it's related to Nier, because Nier stage play.
Yeah, that's also canon. It's a great stage play too. I liked it.
Yep.
So to everybody that cares about the East, the West needed a comparison and a counterpart to get remastered. And in this case, Activision decided to remaster the campaign for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
They almost got me. Got me.
Now I want to clarify. I actually want to be honest. All right. They've done some really good things. They released Modern Warfare, which everybody kind of has touted as like the first really, really good.
Which, by the way, doesn't count because it's just Modern Warfare again, and that game is already good. So
then, shortly before, earlier or a month ago, maybe not 2 weeks ago.
Not even. It was it was a few days ago.
They released Warzone for free.
Oh, my bad.
Essentially taking over the Battle Royale space. Once again, we are in a time in a new decade where Call of Duty Modern Warfare probably the most popular mode on the market currently.
It's great. Yeah. I love Warzone. My favorite Battle Royale. Free.
The only reason I'm not playing that right now is because of Persona.
Fair.
We won't talk about possible.
Possible.
Yes, possible. It's a really good game. In my opinion, it is the best Battle Royale on the market. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. And then they come back, and while it's not as hype as Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original Call of Duty 4, that is still probably the high point of every Call of Duty, the single player. Modern Warfare 2 is not bad, and it's interesting just to see that they brought the campaign out. Now there is a caveat. Currently get it on PlayStation 4 for $20. It is a timed exclusive until April 30th, at which
Gonna be honest. Modern Warfare 2, as much as I enjoyed the campaign as a kid, the multiplayer is where it's at.
The multiplayer is where it's at.
Terminal,
not only that, but
Rust, all those.
When they did the Modern Warfare remaster that released with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare or something like that, that came out. That had multiplayer, everything, all new graphics and all that shit. And that came out for $20. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, love the single player, amazing story, amazing everything. $20 for just a single player.
I think that's fair. I think $20 is a fair enough price.
I mean, how long is the campaign though?
If you want to be honest,
6 hours.
Yeah,
because I know some people would compare like, oh, you pay $60 for like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry when it's only like 8 hours. But I'm like, yeah, but those are action, character action games. But
it's mad dependent on how you feel as a.
I understand that part. I'm just saying I'm not buying Call of Duty for campaigns. You know what I mean? Like that's not.
I feel $10 is too. Like $10 is on.
No, I agree. I'm not. For me, it's not really the price. It's just
15, I guess.
For me, it's not about the price because it could be $5. Because I probably still wouldn't buy it. I'm just not buying Call of Duty for the campaign at this point.
It's one of those things that I think for the people that really are about
just not interested. I mean, sure, yeah, if they want to get used to the gunplay, but again, I'm not buying Call of Duty for the multiplayer or the single player. So,
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 right now, as it stands, is $20 on Steam.
Yeah, but I would still look. Don't pay $20 for the Modern Warfare 2 campaign and play Warzone. Not.
You're right. That does feel weird, right? Like
the fact that Warzone. But here's the thing: they made Warzone free.
$20 for Warzone,
but they made Warzone free for the exact reason why you make a battle royale free. Fortnite's in a shaky space, and if you make it free, everybody will play it.
No, I get that.
Like
Everybody is playing it.
The first
Exactly.
one's free. The hot take is the drug mentality. The first one's free, right? And then
Yeah.
once you get in, you start paying money for battle passes and skins and guns and other stuff. So
yes, give us your.
I mean, that's how they get with you with gacha games too. So
It's amazing. If you want to spend $20 and want a game recommendation, going back to what Shaz mentioned about Mega Man Battle Network, is one.
Wait, Battle Network?
Yes, so it's a game
Yes.
called One Step from Eden. Anybody that knows Slay the Spire, it's Slay the Spire with combat from Battle Network.
correct.
Essentially, the two combined. It's a card game deck builder roguelike with Battle Network.
It's
combat.
just Battle Network.
And
the
it's
girl,
$20 and it's really good.
the girl in the cover even looks like an alternate dimensional role. I've got to be honest.
It's really good. I recommend checking out if you're looking for $20 to spend. on
This
something
literally
solid.
just looks like Battle Network, and I want it so
It's
bad
that-
right now.
Okay, again. Hot take: Mega Man Zero and Battle Network are the best Mega Man
The
games. I don't
best.
care. I don't
The
care. I'm gonna
best.
get shot. I don't care. Those are the best games.
The Battle Network, especially, the best.
I don't care. I
Beyond
don't
just
care.
showing our age, yes.
I don't care. I'm waiting for Nintendo because after Zero is, I mean, technically it would be Legends for the two games, but I think the next one hot take is also another hot take is going to be the Battle Network collection.
I would
Listen,
love if they remade Battle Network.
Well,
I keep saying this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because I'm thinking because the DS games are also pretty good too. But
Still-
how
yeah.
are they gonna bring that
What do you mean?
over?
They have DS games from the Zero games on Switch.
Really?
They changed the settings and stuff so that you can use like the touchpad. You can't touch on the Switch, unfortunately, but they have settings so that you can still do that type of thing. So I don't know how it's gonna work with Battle Network, but being a not turn-based, but that type of like RPG, strategy RPG, I guess, closer to they'll make it work.
Because honestly, I don't care about Mega Man or Mega Man X. It's always been Zero and Battle Network, and if they release Battle Network this year or sometime soon, modern systems and shit like that, it's an instant buy.
Again,
Like,
I know I don't want the game to be bad, and I don't want it to be gacha heavy, but I talked to Strix about this, and I even told you about this, that there were rumors. I don't know where it's been. I haven't checked yet. It might be people just making it up, but like rumors of Battle Network being on phones, and I'm like, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
saw Tactics being made on phone. I'm like, yeah, that also makes pretty much any Game Boy and DS era game being put on a mobile phone is like
makes sense.
it
Yeah.
makes complete sense to me. And I'm like, I totally, even if they were like $5 or $10 to play it, and it's not gacha or whatever, I still would play it because
Just don't fuck up the UI and don't fuck up the gameplay.
I mean, that
like-
even in the lore, I think being on a phone would make a lot of fun.
especially for Battle Network. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I would. Those games are super underrated. I feel like Battle Network's great. Play Battle Network.
Play Star Force.
Those games are great. Huh?
Say that. But
Huh?
I think that
I will stream
overall-
those games if they release.
Yes. So we're at that point in the podcast. We have to go to our usual up
The fighting
because
games.
my friends aren't gonna bring it up, whatever reason. Currently, while it's been quiet, hence why our
Oh.
podcast actually disappeared. Sorry that we didn't tell you all. It's been pretty quiet. We've finally come back because there are now rumors of a DLC pack 3 for Jump Force. We'll be back to covering.
I
Jump
thought I
Force
was free. I thought I was free.
full
No.
time.
No.
There are rumors currently in place. We may get a Jump Force
No.
2.
No.
No.
See?
No. How is
No.
Jump Force still alive? What? That's the one thing COVID should have killed. Come on, man. I'm tired of this fucking game. I hate this game, bro. Every goddamn month there's DLC. I can't stand this shit.
We will see. I would ask.
Are we
we
going
might
to
get
have
the-
to do it?
It's still $60 on Steam.
Are we going
That's
to have to
insane!
do it?
How is
Yes,
this game
we're gonna
still
play it.
$60?
We're
No,
gonna-
how is
we
it still?
can-
No, how is this game still $60 on Steam? I want to know.
What game was it? There was another game that I just saw a thing popped up.
How much does it cost on PlayStation? Hold on.
My
Actually,
God.
there was a game I saw today.
describe it? I might have saw it too. Was it on the timeline?
Yeah, it was. While I'm talking, it was a game that came out mad recently. Oh, Cross Tag.
Oh,
If you want to buy Blaze Blue Cross Tag, it is currently $4.80 on the Nintendo eShop.
Ooh.
that's godlike.
Wait.
I buy that game for $5.
Someone said Jump Force. Jump Force is
It's
on
$25
sale for
on PS4, but it's still a sale though.
I'm not paying $25. I'm not paying. like people do not understand. As much as I meme about that game, I'm not paying $25 for Jump, because I'd end up having to pay $75. Because the only way these two are playing this game with me is if I buy it for
I'm not playing Jump Force, bro.
Okay, I'll buy it.
Also, also on some other news.
Mega Man Zero is $30. Please get that instead. You get 6 games for $30. Please get that instead of Jump Force.
But it's Jump Force, man.
Buy Jump Force. Live out your anime fantasy. Another piece of news that I do not update Final Fantasy IX on your PC. Have it first. The new update is rumored to remove the game from your computer and make it so you can't reinstall it.
Nice.
What?
I like to say this is Square Enix saying you're gonna buy Final Fantasy VII. We don't give a fuck whether you want it or not. Just a heads up, I thought I would bring. And then in other fighting game news, we have 2 characters that are releasing soon for Grandblue, which is the last fighting game I think we were talking about last season. So first and foremost, we have the character coming out soon,
Soonest.
The man's man.
The GOAT.
The man's man with the fundoshi, bro. What a god.
He seems to be an interesting character. Definitely with some interesting mechanics. He has an install that is based on the amount of times you parry moves. Why is this in most trash quality?
Why is that only up to 480?
We're not gonna ask questions. We're just.
Oh, what?
Is this the official Arxis?
Look, we will find out shortly. Why is
He
that?
got Wolfang Fist, you know?
It's not the official Arxis.
I'm just gonna make a point. Like, if I type in the name of your game and a character trailer, and it's not the fucking official trailer,
one is Max.
why?
It's a Japanese channel, man.
I don't give a fuck. Your branding
Japanese
bothers me. All right, let's try that again. Now in HD.
I don't like the HD.
720 is no longer HD on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He looks cool. I think
He does look cool though.
he might be fun. He definitely has.
He looks like daddy.
It's interesting to see them continue to add more mechanics into.
That
Also-
looks sick.
It's interesting that this is based off of a mobile phone game.
They have so many characters.
Yeah, they have literal hundreds. The Fundoshi, the limit removed, bro.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
The ash
This
cheeks
super
out, bro.
actually
It's so
looks
good, dude.
fucking that. I
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in on all of that. So
You're done. You're just dead.
I'm
You're
in on
just
all of
dead.
that.
Okay, but show Doctor Doom though.
What?
Who?
Doctor Doom.
Who?
Show Doctor Doom. Strix. Damn.
Dr. Doom. But you don't up.
Rip.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's her. That's what I'm talking about.
How? What?
Why, why? Okay, why are you calling her Dr. Doom? Let's
Cause
talk
she
about
got she has foot dive.
Oh my god.
And I think she even in the Japanese Twitter, people were saying foot dive in Japanese. It was really funny. Also, I think she has does she have Tsubame Gaishi?
So this
I
is
don't know.
female Grand, everybody, which is also
Correct.
better Grand that actually knows how to use her power as well. From my
don't know
understanding
what-
of the lore.
I
Stop
don't
saying
know why-
grand, you uncultured fuck.
It's Gran.
Gran.
Also,
Gran?
I don't know if I like the fact that both the main characters have really good foot attacks. Like, what's up with that?
No, Japan's in the.
The foot dive.
But she looks cool. She looks to be a terror. Unlike Soares, who doesn't have a DP, so people are questioning how good he's going to be.
Invincible DP, baby.
She looks pretty good. Looks.
Oh, that looks like a main character moveset, bro.
She looks pretty fucking.
Ugh. All her weapon arts, attacking with all the different weapons. It's so good.
We still have Zoe coming shortly. All three characters should be out this month, right? All three are supposed to be coming out in the month of April.
I believe so.
Is Zoe this month or next month?
Zoe, the trailer should be coming out soonish.
This trailer comes out this. I mean, that's gonna say there when the trailer.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it.
That's at April 7th, yeah. So April
They also
7th.
showed the stage, which the stage looked.
Well, that's
The art in
April
this
7th
game.
is when the character comes out.
I know that's what I'm saying.
All right.
So
And then the
this is-
trailer, I think, yeah, the
17th.
17th.
I'm pretty sure
that
Zoe
looks like
comes
my
out.
character, bro.
Zoe
I'm
comes
gonna
out
be
at the
honest.
end of the.
I finally have a character.
Zoe comes out the end of the month. I need y'all to work on it.
There's nothing wrong with that thumbnail.
I'm upset the trailer didn't show her foot dive.
But Grandblue Characters, it's amazing.
Oh, now on the docket, real quick, because we don't know who it is. Smash getting another character as well, confirmed to be Arm's character. We don't know who it is. I'm hoping it's Twin Tail, but we'll see.
Twin Tail. Yep.
Other
That's the only one that
fighting
matters.
game news. That's Guilty Gear. Since the last time we talked about it, most notably has announced that it will have rollback netcode and they will be updating the UI for the final game.
God
They're
bless.
having a beta, but we have Milia in the game,
In Zato.
Zato, and I think Faust wasn't out. Last
Correct.
time
We didn't
had
talk
done.
about Faust. Yeah.
So they're
And
really bringing up a really big and quick lineup.
Also, the beta won't have rollback netcode.
So it's one of those things where they it shows that they decided like, hey, we're listening, but hey, we can't make the
the actual build is not ready
Already in
because
stone.
that's
But-
something they're gonna have to really go back deep into.
to hear that they're working on it is good. I'm super happy.
Still good though.
I will definitely be playing the beta, even though these two won't.
I'm pretty sure I signed up for it, didn't I? I forgot.
Look, there's a
You
bunch.
said you didn't.
I thought I did. You know what? I might as well. The reason why I didn't sign up for it because it was like 6 a.m. and stuff. I'm like, I'm gotta go to school and stuff. But I'm like, now I don't know. Maybe not.
All right. Now, Strix, we got it. Now we're talking about fighting games. We have to talk about the most important one. Put on that motherfucking Gundam trailer right now, girl.
Oh, you're not
Put
wrong.
it on
I do
right
want to
now.
clarify that. Please support the FGC. FGC is a slightly rough spot.
Rubbing my hands like Gundam Extreme
what's-
versus Maxi Boost on. Get the title right.
I'd really, you coming at me for Kingdom Hearts name, Gundam
What do you
or
mean?
Extreme
What are you
versus
talking about?
Maxi Boost on.
There is
What do you
nothing wrong with that
mean?
title. There is nothing wrong
You're
with
lucky
that
they
title.
have G.
Oh, of course.
Of course. That's the thing. That's the thing. They have
I can't wait. for this
what was it? 178.
100
We're not
86?
getting 100.
86.
I will be surprised if we.
It's 185 units. I'm
5
sorry.
units. Yep. 185. This is a bit of an older version of the game. This is the 2016 game, right?
Right, so yes, it's an arcade game, but it was
Yep.
never released on console, even in Japan. So this is godlike.
Who wants?
yeah.
All right. What is with Japan, bro?
Right.
It's
Where's
it was
this
an
whole,
arcade
like,
game.
you turned
It was an
Dissidia
ar-
into a 3.
It was an arcade game.
Yeah, this series has always been a 2-on-2, so that's why it's
Yeah.
not. That's why
I
people
don't
are
understand.
upset. It's just the way it is. It's
It's
always
an
been a
art-
2v2.
I
Yeah.
don't watch Smash Doubles.
Neither do I, but Japan has a lot of fighting games that are on 2-on-2.
All right, hold on.
So
One
I'm
minute.
super excited because this is
I'll
a
let this play out.
2016 game, but it does have some newer mobile suits, like the Barbados. Really
Yes.
excited to be using him.
It's also
um,
updated graphics. Also, it's
yeah.
an arcade game, so it already looks really
Yeah.
good. So
But like we said, mobile suits like the Thunderbolt won't be in there. Unicorn's definitely gonna be in
will
there.
it not? I thought it was already. No, it should be in there.
Thunderbolt? Because
Yes, I
Thunderbolt
think
came
so.
out in like 2017.
This is
20...
on-
No,
short
no,
list,
it's on there.
This
Pretty
is on the
sure.
short list for SSJ.
I'll look at it.
plays. We'll
Short
probably-
list. I'm getting this.
I mean,
Yeah, though, this is a day
we'll
one.
make a
This is an
we'll
easy
make
day one.
content. I'm letting the people. It looks good. It looks fun. It looks interesting.
Remember to
It is gonna
block
be
it
funny
back and
because
forward.
it was me, you, and Anaj who actually played the original, but Gundam Versus. But
Nope.
Strix hasn't played it, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
It should be interesting. It is a fighting
Y'all
game.
act like Chaz already showed me my character and how I'm gonna play this game.
Look, Maxter Gunner is not in the game, okay? But a bunch of other G Gundam units are.
Wow,
in,
that's
so
not
don't
even
worry.
fair. Why can't I just bob and
Be an ignorant boxer.
See now the
problem?
real question is the gun tank gonna be in there?
No, the gun tank is not in the game.
The gun tank needs to be in
The
there.
gun tank is not
Alright, so
in the
really
That is
quickly.
the most overpowered mobile suit.
Yes,
and I
Strix.
need it to be
Really
in there.
quickly, I'm gonna
Oh, maybe it's
put
not.
this on.
Even Anaj remembers.
We'll put this on half speed, and we can take a look because they do flash some of the different Gundams
Yeah.
really quickly.
See
just
Victory Crossbone.
if you want to see. So you
Zeta.
have Zaku 2, Galug,
Hakushiki.
Yeah, look at this.
a Gundam.
Also, they
Oh,
have
but-
costs. You have a team gauge. You don't have lives. You have a bar of how many times you can come back to life, and the cost of your
Okay.
unit. Yes, determines. Usually, the higher cost units are better, but of course, if you die, you're like taking a
Yeah.
third of your. Or
So
half your teammates' HP.
if it's 2,000 life points that you have, then and your unit is 500, you're using one of the bigger beefy boys. That's gonna be 500 points every time you die.
So I'm just now looking.
There's Burning, Shining, Rising, Dragon,
Mhm.
Noble, Master, and Shadow. So they have a decent bunch. They're still missing a
Wing
3.
Zero. I mean, I assume if they ever get DLC, they
And this game is
probably-
definitely gonna have DLC. I
Yeah,
imagine.
so,
It has.
It's
This
just
game's
one
gonna
of
have
the-
DLC.
it's
The
one of the
first one
games
had
that
it.
is easy.
Yeah, this game, even when it first came out on consoles back on the PS3, had a bunch of DLC. And it was like a DLC every 2 weeks or something like that, or every month. It was kind of ridiculous. When's this game coming out? July 30th.
I think we should be still in quarantine by that point. So.
Yeah. Also, you can change the
Oh
UI
yeah,
in this
they
game.
have Thunderbolt. Nice.
Yeah, you can change up the UI in this game completely. So, for events and other stuff, I don't know. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Another
There
game
is a
I get to
beta
play-
coming out for that too.
Yes.
Definitely gonna be playing that.
Which is in 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
So I think today. Hold on, is today the last day to sign up for it?
I already signed. I signed up day
No,
one.
I already signed up for it as well. But I want to make sure for people who are listening to the podcast who want to get in on it.
Podcast.
Podcast. Oh, it's 3 weeks. Let's see.
Signing Mobile Gundam versus Maxi on closed network test. God damn, and y'all are yelling about Kingdom Hearts 2.9 final prologue.
This is a consistent name.
Nah,
Kingdom
This
Hearts
is a
has re-
consistent name.
Kingdom Hearts names are nothing. They're nothing.
that's so.
Yeah, sign up for it.
See,
It's on
at
the-
the very least, the Gundam names make sense.
That's facts. Now, the beta sign up is still going on. I'm probably gonna make use my alt account. Let me do that actually right
Allegedly.
now. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
One way or another, maybe. Yeah, I think that's. I know it's a light week. Got right into it. I want to thank my co-host for putting up and deciding to make this possible. We did this for you, for the kids.
Mhm. Oh, you forgot to talk about the riot.
Definitely
Yeah,
only
just
did
real
it
quick.
for us.
Right?
Just real- Yes, on the dock.
I
just in case
mean,
you wanna talk about
So I'm gonna be very honest. Why I have not
Who
talked about
cares?
that. I should be able to play Valorant by next week, hopefully.
it. That's facts.
So, those that don't know, Riot Shooter is coming out. Be able to watch it tomorrow, the 3rd. Possibly get in as early as the 7th. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna be everything in my power to get in that game, and then I'll talk about it as soon as possible. It's a Riot game.
Oh, Black Men already signed up for the beta? My man.
Got it. Is there anything y'all want to shout out? Now and in.
Personally working on some animated things right now, getting back into drawing, getting back into all that stuff. I have a lot more free time now, so I got more time to do that. At the same time, because I got more free time, playing a lot more video games too. So currently playing Persona 5 Royale. Highly recommend anyone who's into JRPGs to check that out. Turn-based JRPGs, not action RPGs. if you're into really cool stylings, really, really good music, really life simulator games, highly recommend Persona 5 Royale. If you haven't played Persona 5 yet, definitely play this game. If you have played it before, a lot of the same stuff. It's basically the Pokemon Platinum of Persona 5. It's Persona 5 of Persona 4 Golden. A lot of the same stuff, but a lot of new stuff sprinkled in, new mechanics, new everything is a lot better now. So highly recommend check that out if you got a chance. You can't buy it physically right now because all that shit sold out, but digitally for all those people who are interested. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Chaz, what about you?
Hey friends, get that Animal Crossing. If you have a Switch, game is godlike. There's no like pressure to really even play that game all that much. It's just you get to have fun and be outside, something you can't do right now. So, pay off that mortgage, that part's real. But, aside from that, you're just collecting fruits and fishing and catching bugs. I really enjoy it. I haven't been playing it as much, mainly because I've been waking up just too late. But those games are really fun. Also, I think another Harvest Moon game is coming out, Story of Seasons. If you guys don't know, Story of Seasons is just Harvest Moon as well. They have naming issues, so I know Strix was like, how come they don't make Harvest Moon games anymore? They still do. It's just called Story of Seasons. They changed their names.
Oh, we forgot to bring this up. I forgot to bring this up. Demon Slayer is getting a video game by CyberConnect 2, baby. That shit's gonna be sick as fuck. Super excited about that. Really hope it's not an RPG like Kakarot and just an action game like Naruto. If it's Naruto, I'm excited. Go ahead. No. No.
Every time CyberConnect makes an anime game, one FGC company doesn't get to make a fighting game.
I want the game to be good.
Just make
it's going to be good. It's just going to be Naruto Ninja Storm good, which is good.
I want a My Hero fighting game. Please.
My Hero Ultimate Justice 2 just came out. Whatever it's called.
You just called me?
What's the name of it? One Hero's Justice? The sequel to that game just came out.
One's Justice. I know.
We're talking about good games.
You just mentioned a CyberConnect game that is basically going to be the same thing.
But it plays good. There's a difference. Oh my
fucking
god. Listen, just because you don't know how to do the tilts and you don't know how to properly connect combos.
Combos? What combos? Like two different combos, just the buttons, bro.
I'm playing Jump Force. What do you mean a good game? Jump Force is better than most CyberConnect.
Don't do that. Don't you ever lie to me. Don't you ever fucking. I'd rather play Ultimate Ninja Storm any day of the week than goddamn Jump Force.
On my end, this week, I'll still be streaming here on next Thursday. We will be the podcast. If you want to watch it, if you're listening to the audio version of this, you can watch it on Twitch. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Go ahead and catch the podcast live. Our lovely faces. Beyond that, over the course of the next week, there for manga readers, the SSJ network, the podcast content relating to current show. Such we'll talk about that. Keep an eye out on Spotify and various social media, Twitter.com's cast. Beyond that, I think all we have.
Did you just say the SSJ network?
Look, branding, sir.
I'm with it.
Network sounds better than industry. SSJ industry sounds too corporate. But if we're a network, the cutting out is really bad. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and go throw my mic and my entire body into the Hudson Ocean. Figure that one out, chat. And we will see you on the next week's show. Until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Go ahead, let's head on out.
I'm not gay no more.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Once again, Editor Strix had one more thing I wanted to announce towards the end after the show had been finished, just so you know. There will be another show coming out. This one will be with me and Shaz, and we'll be talking about manga spoilers. We kind of hint at it here in this episode, but it will be about manga spoilers for a lot of the major and new Shonen Jump manga. Expect more information on that when that episode and that show drops. And I'm going to, again, really try to improve audio in the next week or two and get us up on Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, all the major podcasting platforms. If that's useful to you, which ones do you use most? Because I can focus on getting that out as quickly as possible. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.